is John Polar. I'm coming to you from Tokyo, Japan. Now, I am a huge critic of the Disney trilogy, also known as the sequel trilogy. For me, they were the worst Star Wars products and movies ever made. But when I watched The Mandalorian, I enjoyed it. I honestly couldn't find anything wrong with Season 1, and I gotta admit, Season 2, my first impression is actually incredibly good. Now, since I have lost interest in Star Wars because of the Disney movies, and I was a huge fan, but we won't get into that too much right now, I've been watching The Mandalorian with no expectations, casually. I haven't been getting too into the characters, their names, their backgrounds, things like that, because I always feel like at any moment they could ruin it. So far, I don't think they have. And two main things I want to get into. Spoilers coming up, by the way. Boba Fett in Season 2, I think they did him right. Now, here's a big spoiler. So they have Luke show up at the end of the final episode. But here's the thing I really like. They have him show up, but everybody respects him. He comes in, everyone's in awe, and when you see the look on Moff Gideon's face, who is, you could say, the main villain, he's like scared. You know, he hears a Jedi's coming, and great job in the acting, by the way. Just he looks like scared. And also, they set it up where, you know, these droids that Luke ends up completely destroying without a challenge were really tough. So the Mandalorian, Cara Dune, Boba Fett, the women Mandalorians could not hold a candle to these droids, and Luke comes in and just wisps them away, okay, you know, with like a couple of slices, and it just shows how powerful he is, and they deliberately showed how powerful he is. Now, we know Jon Favreau is heavily involved in this thing. Like I said, I'm following this casually, so I'm sure some of you guys know more than me, but obviously he's a big player in this, and it seems like when I see things like this, he knows the deal. He probably has a good idea that people hated what happened to Luke in the Disney trilogy, and he wants to do Luke justice. Now, on a more personal note, obviously, it was a little weird, for lack of better words, to see someone who wasn't Mark Hamill, because Mark Hamill is the only one who has played Luke in the live-action Star Wars movies. Having said that, myself from a few years ago might be more weirded out about that, but the way Mark Hamill is on Twitter with his political tweets every week, every few days, with his strong political opinions have really turned me off. So, I mean, I gotta say, I'm kinda happy to see someone else play Luke. Mark Hamill was Luke, will always be Luke in the original trilogy. You know, I'll always respect him as Luke, but now the older Mark Hamill is a different person. So, you know, since I was so turned off by his political tweets, I'm kind of happy because I can accept someone else as Luke Skywalker now. If, you know, Mark Hamill was just normal and cool and I still totally respected him and liked him and everything, it would be harder to take. So, we've got a really good thing, and hopefully they won't ruin it. As far as the Mandalorian himself, yeah, badass action scenes. What's it called? The Bespar armor, something like that. Really cool. Pretty much invincible metal. Pretty sure it blocks out lightsabers, lasers, almost everything. So makes him super tough, and he could fight right alongside Jedis, stuff like that. So there you guys go on my little rant and ramble about The Mandalorian episode 2, not episode 2, season 2, but yeah, I guess also kind of including episode 2. And now that I have messed up and mentioned episode 2 or 1, the start of the season wasn't so great. My friend and I were talking, kind of felt like video game quests a little bit, but I think it gradually picked up, and once Boba Fett comes in and his scenes are badass, it was all uphill from there. And I was pretty shocked how they ended it, because I would have ended it like almost exactly like that. You know, badass droid army, can't beat them, let's have Luke Skywalker come in and crush them all. Pretty perfect. I mean really, right now my first impression is like 10 out of 10 overall for the season. Like I said, first couple episodes, not so great. Baby Yoda eats the eggs, okay, it's a little weird, whatever. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think down below. On this channel, doing pop culture, entertainment, depth vs. herd, Meghan Markle, but I do throw up the occasional Star Wars video, and now that The Mandalorian is pretty good, I'll probably do a few more. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't subscribe, I'll be pretty sad, but I get over it. See you next time.